Now it's time to get the day's top business news for you now. Catherine Bennett joins us. And Catherine, we're going to start with the world's biggest free trade deal being signed this weekend. 15 countries in the Indo-Pacific region are meeting virtually, and the new trading bloc will be bigger than that of the European Union. Tell us more.
Exactly. So this is a deal that's been almost a decade in the making. It's called the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, and it covers nearly a third of the world's population and a third of the global GDP. So the idea is that it will lower tariffs and allow freer movement of goods between the partner countries. Now, RCEP includes China, Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand, plus all of the members of the Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Now, many of these countries already have trade agreements between them. So what this deal does essentially is unify those agreements into a more comprehensive ensemble. And RCEP is actually an opportunity primarily for China. It's an opportunity for China to show its muscle in the region. Remember that China was left out of the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That was this huge trade deal piloted by Obama, and which forged trade ties between the Indo-Pacific region, between Asia and the USA. So this deal, the RCEP, is set to counter that. It gives China more influence, as China will become the main destination for exports and also the main source of imports in the region when the deal is finalized. Now, Trump pulled the US out of the Trans-Pacific Partnership in 2017. So what that means for this deal is that when this deal is finalized on Sunday, that really cements China's position as the main heavyweight in the region, and the US is simply left on the sidelines of two enormous trade deals.
And not everyone is on board with this deal, are they, Catherine? What are some of the criticisms of it?
Well, India, for instance, was meant to be a signatory to the deal, but decided to pull out, fearing that its market would be swamped with cheap Chinese imports. And it also feared that it would hurt its local producers. And these are fears that are echoed by human rights groups. There are quite a number of rights groups who say that the deal doesn't do enough to protect small workers or the environment, and that it's going to hurt small businesses that have already been quite weakened by the pandemic.
Well, moving to the US now, and on Wall Street, an exclusive boys' club is finally becoming a bit more diverse, isn't it?
A little bit more diverse, but let's not get our hopes up too much. The investment bank Goldman Sachs has announced its partners for 2020, and it is the smallest, most diverse group of partners that they've announced since the company went public. So there are two things happening here. It's already a very exclusive club, and it's becoming more exclusive. This small group of partners is the smallest group that it's ever announced. In 2018, it announced 69 partners. In 2016, there were 84 partners promoted, and this year there are only 60 partners promoted. And the second thing is, as you mentioned, that this group of new partners is more diverse than ever before. So that means more minorities and more women. So this year, nearly half of the people chosen to be partners at Goldman Sachs are classified as diverse. That means 27% of them are women, 7% Black, 5% Latino or Latina, and 17% Asian. So we're still not equal. If you look at those numbers, you'll see that actually the majority of people who have been promoted partners are still white men, unsurprisingly. However, it does open up the playing field a little bit more, and opens up the playing field as well to these minority, diverse voices, and getting some of those lucrative perks as well that come with being partner at Goldman Sachs. So what are the things that they can get now they are partner? They get a $950,000 salary. They get a small stake in the firm, and they also get access to internal investment funds, which will, of course, and they will, of course, get access to the profits that come from those funds further down the line.
Catherine, thank you very much indeed. Catherine Bennett there with all the day's top business news. We're taking a short break here on France 24. Don't go away.